around. Her. Hiss. Hiss.
Oh, I can't see.
I gotta suddenly walk to the club.
Here you go, Dad.
Oh, veggie.
Healthy.
I don't like tofu.
I don't care. Eat it. So is that the investigation
No,
stuff?
no, you see nothing. You see nothing.
Alright, I see it. What's the error? What's it mean?
Fine, since you have seen it all.
Okay, what's going on?
It's an investigation. I'm realizing there's a link. They're all 24.
24.
Yeah.
Apparently Isaac's dad was not 24.
Well, he had a son, and guess how old he would be if he wasn't dead?
How old?
24.
Ooh,
Yes,
creepy.
I'm smart. That's why I'm a sheriff. Hey, that meant they'll probably be in the same class.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's go look through the books. Hey, look, I found all the stuff here from 2006.
Maybe they had the same teacher.
Ooh.
You see these dead bodies?
Oh my God.
Allison,
No.
Allison, look at these dead bodies.
Oh my God,
Allison,
no.
people are dying.
I don't care.
Allison, people are dying.
Oh my God,
Someone just died. Tell me your truth.
I can't. Okay, fine, I will. God, I know we can't meet like this, but my dad knows.
Oh, no. It's okay. It's okay. Just go around kissing guys that you see down the street. Just find homeless men in dumpsters and just start kissing them. It's totally okay. Everything in the world's going to work out perfectly with sunshine and rainbows. So just go around kissing guys. Like, make out with them. Like, you know. Yeah. That's actually
Really?
That's your makeup face.
That's the right thing. Oh my God, I have to work on that. I'll definitely go kiss other guys now.
Thank you.
So, Dad, where's your gun?
I left at the office, along with my badge. I'm on a temporary leave.
Did they say it was temporary?
No.
What happened?
They didn't think it was a good idea that my son has a restraining order and everything else is going on.
Oh my God, it was my fault?
I don't want to yell at my son and make me feel worse than what I already do.
Dad. Y'all heard?
Of course we heard.
Haven't you ever heard that brushing your teeth will cure gingivitis?
Haven't you ever heard bullets hurt?
Bang! I'm just spreading this black ash here stuff so that those pesky wolves can't come out the building. Oh wait, Jackson's in there too. Maybe it's for him. So why were you killing people?
They murdered us.
How about I murder you? You don't play fair. Red velvet cake.
I'm dying.
Oh, shut up and die already.
It's just a chocolate cake with red food coloring.
It doesn't matter. Didn't anyone ever tell you that stalking people's houses is not very nice?
Didn't anyone ever tell you that not knowing your importance of your character, yet you're still existing in a show for the second season, is irrelevant?
Why are you here?
Why are you Witch Doctor Veteran?
Well, Who are you, scary guidance counselor lady? Oh, Chris, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I've been bit.
But you're bleeding. Yeah. I mean, oh.
Ow. Storm almost bit. See, look.
Hey guys, it's Twisty.
This is Dannie Fresh.
And we're back after seeing the 8th episode of Teen Wolf.
And we have a 3-dimensional bye-bye for you.
Right. She's progressed beyond the head and now she is an animal. So I don't know when she'll be here. But either way, we are here to once again discuss. Anyway, beginning with our favorite quote of the night. My favorite quote of the night was more of a conversation, and it happens between Matt and Scott when he is standing in line and he walks up to Matt and he says, "Hey, how much are the tickets?" And Matt's like, $75. And he's like, "Oh, well, can I borrow some money?" And he's like, "Sure, how much?" $75.
Ha ha.
I loved it. I loved it because that's me, broke 20%.
Yeah, my favorite would probably be between Derek Boyd and Mr. Argent, who we find out his name is Chris in this episode. They were about to fight each other, and Mr. Argent decides to say, haven't you ever heard of never bringing claws to a gun fight?" And Boyd looked at Derek and was like, "That's a good one." Kind of like that.
Kind of agree. Then Baba for the night said she's talking about between the chemistry teacher and when she sees Allison and Matt in the club. I want to say runs into one of the students. I can't
That's an
remember.
honorable mention.
Oh, my bad.
Good Lord.
Whoops. That was one of our honorable mentions when she runs to the chemistry teacher. My actual favorite of the night was by Matt. It's a discussion between Matt and Styles. When they're outside the building, and it's Styles, Scott, and Matt, and Styles basically saying no one got hurt, with the whole library thing, and Matt's like, "I had a concussion." So apparently he was hurt.
I know, concussion.
Anyway, starting off with some of the loose ends that we noticed from the episode. The vet. Okay, y'all, I'm kind of getting a little bit irritated. Who are you besides Scott's boss? Everyone's coming to you. Everyone's talking to you. You're so knowledgeable, and I don't even know your name. I don't even know really what you are, and you keep saying, "I'm a veterinarian." No, you're not. No.
Yes.
No. No. So I'm just a little bit like, seriously, what's going on there? Even Bob agrees with this because he said, "Does he even have a name?" When did the group decide to consult the vet? I don't know. Bob, tell us. We want to know too.
Exactly.
When was this discussion made? I don't know.
Exactly, yeah.
So
And the vet, he was there in season 1, and he was a little mysterious, but now with him being a little bit more prominent in season 2, we need for his mysteriousness to kind of like float away so the audience can understand.
And even tying that in, what about the guidance council? She pops up in his office. They're talking like we know what's coming, and they're talking like we know each other. So really, what are y'all relationship? Father, daughter, cousin, relatives that practice voodoo out in the yard? I don't know.
Sister, brother, uncle, niece.
I'm a little bit confused by that, and I want to be clear on that because I don't even understand her character. She's been the fall almost like the vet. We know the vet. Also, was the mom stalking Scott? Is it just me, or was she just like there for everything that could possibly have went wrong for Scott? She was there.
In this episode, yes.
You kissed my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You left the club unattended all alone. Let me run you over.
Exactly.
So, I just felt like the mom.
And that's how you did it.
So, and then, okay, Gerard couldn't touch the black ash. We agree with Bob on this one because
it kind of makes us wonder, like, is he something else? Could he not cross the barrier? Was he just feeling it to see if it was hot?
Right.
You know,
It's
what's
ash. Maybe it's gonna burn him. I don't know. Then we have this is just kind of like a little thing. Okay, the vet admits that there's black ash around the office, and he says that's why I don't worry about Scott. Well, how does Scott even enter your office? That makes no sense.
And exits and you know.
So I was really lost by that. I wish someone would please explain to me how that even works. Makes me think that he has to be voodoo wizard man to make things work mysteriously. I don't know.
Right.
And then we have the wolves and the Argents fighting outside when they need to catch a killer on the inside. Really? Really?
That takes precedence, honestly. I thought getting the kinema would take precedence. Because even at one point, though, Mr. Argent was like, we're just going to have to, or was it Gerard? He was, one of them was just like, we're just going to have to forget about Derek and go after this kinema. Well, clearly you didn't forget about Derek, and you still want to blow his head off, and, you know, whatever.
So, I don't, to me, apparently, your priorities are so lacking. But anyway, with Baba, okay, she talks about the victim. I forgot about the victim, and, you know, gladly she brought this up. What did she do?
What was her occupation?
She sold tickets. She went up on the mysterious elevator. Then she gets on her cell phone and walks off and dies. I'm getting kind of irritated by the victims that keep dying because I know nothing about them. I don't feel like they're that relevant. But I mean, even just side note, what did she do? I mean, at least we knew the other was a mechanic and we knew the other people living out in the backwoods. I mean, what did she do?
Right.
She sold some tickets and was it her club?
Well, although we do at least know in this episode that, according to Scott Stiles' dad, it actually may be a
characters. So the guidance counselor that pops up once again. The guidance counselor, Miss Myrtle, wherever she said, is popping up at the end of the episode, and she's talking to the veterinarian. Like I said, once again, it's like the family, it's like the rep. But really, seriously, what is your role? You're able to read an ancient language. You're highly intelligent. You know multiple languages.
Exactly.
You seem completely and utterly out of place. You seem rather new, like you weren't always the guidance counselor. So seriously, what is your role here? And you know, you're new here, so maybe I'll give you a little leeway on slowly revealing yourself. But still, I kind of want to know.
Yeah, I want to know what your deal is, as well as what your deal with the veterinarian is, because they do seem a little homey, like, yo, right. I knew you way back when,
and even going on to the vet once again, we've noticed in season 1. I still don't know anything about him.
Exactly.
That's irritating. Exactly. Actually, it's fun at first to learn, then it's annoying after a while because
you don't learn anything.
Right. So teach me, let me learn, and I will accept it. Exactly. If it's something magical, are you a wizard? Are you a witch? Are you a voodoo priest? Are you a crazy man who lives down by a river collecting rocks? I don't know. But either way, I'm a little curious. All right, then we got Jackson. Jackson has to be talked about. Okay, I don't know if he really was here this episode so much as his body was. Seeing him being able to control, seeing him reading text messages, seeing him seeing books and not being in control of his life is kind of scary, but interesting. It makes you just like, what's going to happen next to Jackson kind of thing. So
right, and even tying in with Jackson would be the master, you know. So it's like, I think in this episode we saw more of the master and less of Jackson. And even then, I guess that would kind of be a loose end. Where does Jackson retreat to when the master takes over his
Because he said
body?
us, we, and like both of them are present, and
it's more or less the person controlling him.
Right. So, and then I wonder a little about this master. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it, you know?
It's a baba.
So, you know, what really is it? I don't understand, and I'm really want to know what. I really want to know what. But anyway, also Lydia, where was she?
She was MIA.
And besides her not being there,
couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell what's going on with her? Seriously. For Baba, she mentioned Scott not understanding that telling Allison to date and kiss another guy would hurt her feelings and be a major turnoff was just beyond done. Scott is an idiot. We love Scott because he's an awesome hero, but Scott is an idiot. We have understood this, that he's really, really stupid.
He's an earnest idiot, though.
Right. So we love him, but we just accept him as being
You just look
dumb,
at him and you're like,
know?
oh my God, you're so
Anyway,
stupid.
Allison, parents. You know, Chris and Lady, because we learned his name, but I don't know her name.
Chris and Mrs. Argent.
Right. Mrs. Argent sounds so nasty.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Argent and Chris are there for each other. She just got hurt. It's touching. Always seeing this business. Let's pull out the guns. We're big, tough, bad people. Was it not a nice scene to see them actually, for once, be a loving couple?
Be human.
So that was really nice.
I thought that was my thing. I was like, okay, they're finally human. You know, like, you see emotion, you see them love each other, you see all this stuff. So I was like, hey, I loved it.
It was a nice. All right, moving on to surprises. We have the person is or thinks that he is murdered. You know, the thing that's controlling the master that's controlling Jackson. They murdered me. It's like
we're here. It's us. You know,
I was surprised. I'm interested, but I'm creeped out so much. That's really, really creepy. You know?
And it actually helped that the actor who was playing who was playing Jackson, did a really good job of being creepy. Kudos to you. Kudos.
I was just the zombie twitchy movements too, you know.
Kudos, Colton. Kudos.
So, and then they got Jackson grinding on Isaac. That's just funny.
It was surprisingly funny because it was so random, which also would make you believe that the master could be a female. However,
or touchy-feely male.
And that too. However, if it's a female, is she bisexual? Because Erica was in the middle.
But then again, if you think about it, if it's a mixture of Jackson and the Master, then maybe he was going for Erica and then she was going for Isaac. I don't know. And then Isaac is totally into it too, which is just weird. So, anyway, and then we just bring back her. Lydia wasn't there. Lydia makes herself seen at almost everything. This was a major rave, major party. She was there.
Even when she was messed up in school, she did not run home. She still stayed in school, held her head high, and everybody was looking at her like she was crazy because she was.
Right. And so they're just basically daring her, you know, she's daring them, say something to my face. Because you're going to talk about me, but I dare you to say it to my face.
Right.
So, and then, you know, my another nice surprise is it's not really the fact that the chemistry is there because we're always kind of suspecting that he's kind of woven into this some kind of way. Mm-hmm. But it's the fact of, you know, kind of what he said. She's 21.
Right. That.
What is?
Why would you even say that? I mean,
how do you start a conversation? Hi, how are you doing? She's legal.
Exactly. But here's the thing: you're talking to your students who aren't 21. So why would they care?
Right. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, this is my teacher.
Yeah. You're at a rave and it's like dance, have fun. Oh, there's my history teacher saying.
Oh, another surprise that Baba brought up was the sheriff losing his job.
Yeah, good job, Baba, because we forgot about that. That was a very, 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 very sad scene. I mean, between Styles and his dad, it was very touching. And actually, a line I probably won't forget is because it just stung. Was when Styles was like, I don't get it, Dad, why aren't you mad at me? And, you know, his father was like, I don't want to feel any worse than I already do by yelling at my son. I was like, ouch.
Right. It breaks your heart. So
yeah.
I was very surprised with this MTV. So this was it was a nice moment as in cinematology, but it breaks you.
It breaks you down.
As far as our predictions on what is possibly going to happen next, we know for the fact that according to the previews that the mask is going to be revealed. So we'll find out if it's a male, female, dead, alive. You know, who is this person that is possibly going to be? We don't know. Then we have the Lydia, maybe finding out what's going on with Lydia. Possibly, you know, is she seeing dead people?
Mm.
And then we also have the fact about the link. We might if we know who the master is, maybe we can figure out what the link is between all the desks. We know that they're the same age. We know they're the same class. They didn't possibly all have the same teacher. We're not really 100% sure on that, but we'll at least find out for sure, hopefully, what the link is. And then we'll find out about Mrs. Argent. Is she dead? Is she a wolf?
Let's hope she's dead.
Is she a kinema?
I want her dead.
Is she dead?
I want her dead.
So, we're really curious about what's the big question of the night. The wolves versus the Argents. Okay. Starting off, let's enter into Baba's response. She talks about, first, let's see if Miss Argent's fake. Maybe she'll be a kinema. I mentioned this, so that would be a really awesome thing. Wouldn't be surprised, because the woman is kind of a snake. If Miss Argent dies, the hunters would be down the most effective enforcer they had. I mean, come on, you really can't argue there.
Exactly.
There'd be no peace between the hunters and the wolves anytime soon. I agree with that too. You just killed one of them that was really close to home. You already killed one, but there's another one. Now you got Allison hating you. So, also, she dies, but no one knows if it was Derek. So basically, what Baba is saying there is the fact that, okay, Miss Argent, if she does die, we know Derek bit her, but will the dad know that Derek bit her? Or will the dad think it's Scott bit her, and then use that to separate Allison and Scott?
Yeah, which way do you think?
So let's just looking at the wolves and the Argents just for a few seconds. Okay, they're fighting. They're constantly fighting, but they need to work together to try to kill this killer who just seems to be killing people. But there's a reason behind it. But the only people that know now that there's a reason is the wolves.
Right.
And since the wolves and the Argents aren't working together, the Argents still don't know that there's a pattern.
Right.
So I think that information is viable, but they would never ever find it out. Now the fact that you have wounded one of the hunters, they still don't know that information about the Canema. So now, are they even going to be focused on the Canema anymore, or are they going to be focused on, hey, you hurt one of us, let's kill you? And now, do you see where this is possibly going? This could possibly mean that the wolves are trying to stop Jackson, and in turn trying to stop the master, but then you got the Argents trying to stop the wolves. Everyone's trying to stop each other from stopping, but not stopping the right thing.
It's such a giant circle.
Right. So I don't know how all this is going to turn. And then what's it mean for Scott and Allison? I hope Miss Argent does not die, because this will be devastating for Scott and Allison's relationship.
Exactly.
If she becomes a wolf, maybe they'll pull them together. If she becomes a kinema, I don't know what that means. If she is immune to it, that's an interesting twist. But
she'd be let out.
So I don't know what that means. But it looks like she's either going to become a wolf or she's going to die. Or is it okay for her to become a wolf, or does that mean automatic death?
And will her husband do it?
So, kind of curious a little bit what's going to happen next on these episodes. I'm just so curious. I have to know. On Monday, I need about it. This episode helped me. Like, it wasn't a lot of like little one-liners that really excited me, but this episode itself just built really, really well. That was a little bit dramatic at times, but but it built well. It kept me interested. I'm dying to know what happens.
Yes.
All right. Y'all checking out. This is Twisty,
Dannie Fresh, and the lovely three-dimensional Baba.
Wow. Sweet lamb.
I know, sweet lamb. Sweet lamb.
She'll get it. Y'all won't. Anyway, check you later. Thank you for viewing us. Make sure you subscribe and visit our site. It would be nice. Check you later.